Hey guys, my name is Lucas Duran, and this is my wife Morgan, our daughter Selah. We have a newborn, Annabelle Joy. It's about 6 weeks old. We're the founders and operators of a ministry called Roots for Life that operates in South Sudan and Sudan. And I just want to give you a little background info on what we do, where we do it, and how you can possibly join us in helping. Quick story. This is Pastor Ibrahim Alail. This is the general commander of the Sudan People's Liberation Movement. Our ministry areas of operation encompass most of South Sudan and the southern parts of Sudan. So we have been granted access by this man right here to work in predominantly Muslim areas in the south of northern Sudan. And we focus a lot of our time, energy, and resources on bringing the gospel to these regions. Currently, with the war underway, it has pushed a lot of internally displaced people to this region. So it is a huge opportunity for so many unreached people groups to hear the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. So, one of the main focuses of our ministry is equipping the saints for the work of ministry. We do this through our Bible school that we've built last year. So, these are a picture of the students that are currently there now. This is one of our teachers, Pastor Daoud, and just a picture of the students doing some farming practicums that we offer. So, we select these students based on a couple factors. One being the ministry partners we have throughout South Sudan and Sudan help us identify the right individuals to go through and people that are already doing the work of ministry that we want to pour into and disciple. So we focus on a theological curriculum that is very inclusive of worldview, vocational skills, practical based curriculums that help us to equip them to minister in all environments. And so through this year long school, it helps us identify individuals with high capacity for ministry that we can then equip as church planners. So here are three of our brothers that came through our Bible school and graduated after a year. So this is Anur, this is Nairun, and Habil. They've all planted churches in northern Sudan. They are working amongst or primarily working amongst Muslim people groups that really have little to no gospel access, in some cases in hostile environments, and are faithfully serving. So for our ministry, we rely on a network of brothers and people that we know to give us the ability to focus on equipping the right saints for the work of ministry, because these environments are tough. And so we are able to identify high capacity disciple makers with really an apostolic gifting. And so this is just an example of, again, these three and the fruits of their labor and what God is doing in this region over the last year. Um, Here's an example of where we work. So these are three Muslim chiefs from this area. This is the commander again as well. This is our brother Abdul, who we're getting ready to build a permanent structure, as this one gets destroyed by the rain every single year and they have to rebuild. And so the focus of our ministry is to raise up church planners, disciple makers, and equip them as saints for the work of ministry. So a little background on why we do ministry where we are. In the missions world, in the last 20 years, this has become a big focus. This is called the 1040 window. It's 10 degrees north, 40 degrees north latitude. And so in this region, you have the majority of the 7,000 unreached people groups still yet to be reached with the gospel, meaning there's very little gospel presence, if any at all, in these areas. So we work right around here, and our heartbeat is this area because 90% of missionaries and resources don't go to this region. They go to places what we would identify as already reached with the gospel. So the reason these areas predominantly stay unreached is because the challenges associated with doing ministry in these areas, whether it's political persecution, religious persecution. In our area, we work through the challenges of Islam and the roots of animism that cause it to be very difficult to reach these people. So my wife focuses mainly on doing ministry and outreach to prostitutes and trafficked women in and around Juba. So these are the group of ladies. This is the group of ladies that they work with. This is a picture of her inside the brothel, actually doing ministry in some of the most challenging conditions and difficult environment with um, the sex, the drugs, the fighting, the addictions, the financial just brokenness that encompasses this type of people. My wife marches in here fearlessly week in and week out to reach these ladies. So here we have a detailed list of our needs this year. For our travel, this cost right here, for example, is just what it costs for me and my family to travel to South Sudan round trip and back. Capacity building is more of an inwardly focused staff equipping in the form of computer learning models, language development, stuff like that. Church planning, we anticipate to build two more churches in the coming months. That's what this budget is for. Bible school and admin is just expanding on our existing staff and equipping them more, raising some salaries, different things like that. Our farm expansion is just to take the 1 acre of farm we've already cultivated and expand it to the 4 acres that is already fenced within our Bible school. In translation, this is an example of a project we want to do where we're going to bring 4 Shat area ethno-linguistic group speakers to Juba in South Sudan where we live so that we can do a recording in the studio of the Book of Luke that a missionary 10 years ago chased out of that region was able to translate. So I hope this is a good summary for you. This is our QR code that links to our website. If you have any questions or you want to give or you're interested in coming on a mission trip or you want to be a prayer partner, please just reach out to my email right here or give me a text or call. Thanks. Have a blessed day.